Whenever the characters level up in your game, talk to the players about what options they've selected for that character. This is all part of a general idea of talking to our players, asking them various specific questions to get an idea of what they're enjoying in the game that we're running. For example, we might talk to our players about their stars and wishes. What are some things that they've really enjoyed about the game so far, and what are some things that they're looking forward to? We might use campfire tales. During their long rest, we can ask the characters what do they think about the direction they're headed in this story, and what memories from their past does it bring up. We can use pause for a minute to break out of character, get a clarifying question about what's going on in this story, make sure that any issues are getting taken care of, or bring up a concern that we have. We can ask the players for a magic item wish list. What magic items are they interested in for their characters that they might receive during the campaign? Like all good lazy DM tools, asking the players to describe what options they've picked for their character on a level up offers many different advantages. It lets us know about the new abilities that character has mechanically. We can write that down in our notes for that character, and during our game preparation, we can look at them and see, is there an opportunity for us to showcase that new ability? It also lets the other players hear about the new mechanics that other characters have. This helps get rid of redundancy so that they're not both picking the same thing, but it also builds a synergy among the group. They might hear about something another character can do that they can use when they're using their new mechanics too. But it also just helps build a stronger bond between the characters and the players. It's a great way for all of them to hear about the new capabilities that they have as a group, instead of just worrying about the new mechanics their character picked up in a vacuum. Asking the players to describe their new mechanics also gives us a chance to make sure that they're choosing options that were available as part of the campaign that we're running. If you're anything like me, you run a limited number of sources for character creation. Asking about the new mechanics they picked up is just a way to make sure that they're still using the same sources that you agreed to during your session 0. But most importantly, asking the player to describe what new character options they have is a great way to understand what's important to that player in this game. It gives you an idea about what kind of interface they want for their character as they interface with the world around them. It tells you what's important. It gives you a view into what they are really excited for and the kind of gameplay that they enjoy in the game that you're running. Talking with our players about the game we're running is critically important to running a great game. Instead of us worrying about how they think about something or how they feel or whether they're having a good time, we can use a whole range of ways to talk to our players about specific things that are going in our game to help steer the game in a direction that we're all enjoying. Build your own list of the prompts that you want to use to talk to your players about the game, both talking to the players and talking to the characters, so you get an idea of the kinds of things that the player's interested in the game that you're running. Add to that list the idea of asking your players to describe what new options their characters have picked up when those characters level up. It's a great way of making sure that the kind of game you're running is the kind of game that they're really going to enjoy. If you enjoyed this video, you can subscribe to the Sly Flourish newsletter, where you get a free adventure generator PDF and a weekly D&D article sent directly to your inbox. You can also support me directly on Patreon, where you get access to all kinds of tools, tips, tricks, and adventures to help you run awesome D&D games. You can also pick up any of my books, including Return of the Lazy Dungeon Master, the Lazy DM's Workbook, and the Lazy DM's Companion, all in beautiful offset printed from the Sly Flourish store. All the links to those are in the show notes below. Thank you very much, have a great day, and get out there and play some D&D.